Honorable members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Vaibhav Deshpande and I am representing CSC SPV here. My role would be to, the presentation that I make today, the talk that I give would be primarily on what CSC SPV is all about, how we intend to go about in the financial inclusion or the DBT role, working with the banks and the SCA network and the CSCs that we have, and of course the state designated agency, and how we plan to maintain the sustenance of our VLEs, because that's been one of the major problems, if you notice in the past, where the VCs, the VLEs have not been sort of able to gain enough, or generate enough to keep themselves going. Okay, let me start with a very small brief on what CSC SPV or CSC Governance Services India Limited is all about. We are a special purpose vehicle floated by the Department of Information Technology, Government of India, and our primary role is to be a project implementer and monitor these projects, not once at the implementation stage only, but our implementation stage is sort of a continuous process, because for us CSC is a movement, it's not a one-time activity, and once the CSCs are set, we will ensure that they keep on going right now through the FI services or DBT services, but also through new innovative services that will be kept on, we will keep on launching to service the citizens. CSC comes with a rural focus. Our vision is to ensure that the various digital services are made accessible to the common man in the rural locality throughout his or her life, through an integrated services delivery model or a platform, thereby ensuring complete efficiency, transparency, and reliability at a cost which is affordable to that particular person who lives in the rural India. This cost, as it is when we talk about transparency and efficiency, obviously will be the minimum possible. All right. So this is typically what CSC SPV is all about, and we are set to achieve. This we plan to achieve through the massive network that we have generated, working in collaboration with the state designated agencies in various states. Here in Maharashtra, we work with the Secretary IT's team and the SCA team designated by the SDA. We have 6 divisions in Maharashtra, which have been sort of split amongst 4 SCAs, and through these SCAs we have almost 33,000 CSC centers ready to be deployed for financial inclusion activity. This is only about Maharashtra, but in fact, if you look at the entire country, we have more than 100,000 CSCs already operational, offering various kinds of services, who can be who are waiting to be got into the FI domain. Obviously, the impact of this CSC activity is major fold. Though we are now at about 1.2 lakh CSCs, the dream is to have 2.5 lakh CSCs all over the country. This movement will create, according to us, about 4 lakh jobs throughout the country. And as I said, it brings in on the reliability aspect, transparency, brings the general public more closer to the government. The problems of red tapeism and administrative hassles are reduced, and all this coming through the government structured process that has been laid down through these CSCs at a cost which is affordable, is definitely going to make it a win-win story for all of us. I shall now briefly mention about how we are going about this process. As I said, our focus is on rural India, so we have our centers focused on the Gram Panchayats. With the priority areas, priority districts being identified, 12 of them being in Maharashtra, our first step is to ensure that in these 12 districts, we have all our CSCs mapped to the concerned banks in that particular service area. CSC SPV has signed up with all public sector banks, and we are also in the process of signing up with few private sector banks who also have been given territories, service areas in the state. We bring the network or the infrastructure to the team. We expect the banks to come up and help us with the technology part, where this kiosk banking model, and that's the model which we have been assigned to take forward as of now. And this model will enable us to go to the panchayat level. We could say it is as good as doorstep, though not the doorstep, but that doesn't stop us from moving away from this technology to another technology. Like Naveen had been mentioning, if we have those micro ATMs, the POS solutions also activated by the banks, then this CSC network of ours can also reach the absolute doorstep of the beneficiary. It depends on how this solution is given to us by the banks. The earlier solution, earlier kiosk banking solution was not Aadhaar enabled, but the new solutions that are being rolled out by TCS at Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, which has already rolled out, and the other banks like Bank of Baroda, Central Bank of India, Vijaya Bank, Punjab National Bank, these solutions would be, UID compliant, would be enabled for AEPS, so that when a client comes to our center and his biometric is taken through the NPCI server, it authenticates with the Aadhaar database, and the needful is done. We have in the model that we have created, we have also ensured that we have created a wallet, where this wallet is opened by the VLE directly with the link branch concerned. This enables, and the number of transactions that our CSC or that particular CSC can have would be entirely determined by the wallet that is maintained by the banks. This enables the bank, the concerned bank, to have a very close control. Though I would say, most of our, CSCs have come with proper authentication. In the past, there have been cases where, there have been fly-by-night operators. This particular security mechanism ensures that there is, nothing to fear about as we go ahead with this particular model. As I said, CSC SPV comes with a rural focus, but we are also very much concerned about the way, we want our CSCs to come up, the CSCs or the VLEs to come up. We call them village level entrepreneurs. The commissions that would be paid by the banks, we are very clear that, a maximum chunk of these commissions ought to be passed on to the CSCs. So when it comes to ensuring the viability, even from the FI project, we hope that our CSCs, will get a lot more than probably they have been getting in the past. Of the total commission gained, 80% of this would remain with the VLE, and the remaining 20% would be split with the SCA. We will also keep a part of it since we are a monitoring agency. The typical model, we've discussed this, Naveen also mentioned about it. The typical model is, in our case, the client has to come to our center, where the center is well equipped with the necessary infrastructure, the backup required in terms of UPS, biometric scanner, and before the client's authentication is done, the VLE operator or the center operator, he has also been authenticated. His biometrics are already with the bank on the server. He starts the transaction by authenticating himself first, himself or herself, and subsequently the client's authentication is taken, and then the client's account is checked for the balance. Whatever are the dues are paid to the client after the transaction is completed, and finally a receipt is to be handed over to the client to ensure that the client understands exactly what the transaction is all about. In certain cases, these applications, we have also insisted that there should be a voice support coming up in the vernacular language. So if the client cannot read or write, while the authentication is happening, we want the application to give the voice support in the vernacular language, expressing to the client what is the transaction and what is the amount that is actually happening. This is something which we want banks to incorporate. It is happening in certain cases, but this we would ensure going ahead that this happens for all the transactions. Once this is through, the settlement is, so to say, the transaction is, so to say, complete. These transactions then at the end of the day are, can be noted by the VLE himself if he logs on to the server to look at the kind of transactions that the VLE has done. And on a monthly basis, a combination of these transactions based on the transactions happened, CSC SPV raises an invoice on the bank, gets the commission and passes it on to the VLE and the SCA. This roughly in the current cycle that we have today takes about a month's time. We hope things can be sort of improved upon and the time gap can be reduced. So in this whole scenario, if you would have noticed, the VLE is the front end to the client. We are ensuring that the VLE is well trained in terms of how to deal with the client. There is a CSC Academy push going on. We have a what you call CSC Academy working in collaboration with Yashda, which would bring out exclusive VLE training programs, and we will have our VLEs trained properly on how not only how to deal with the client, how to talk to them, how to give them the customer is the king feeling, but also be well prepared and informed about the various service offerings that they are going to offer to the client. A very brief mention on how we have gone about the process. We are still in the process, though we have some centers already live in Nagpur and Wardha region, about 30 plus centers. A host of our centers have been already mapped and kiosk codes have been generated. So the process that we have followed is we have worked in close collaboration with the banking sector in the state of Maharashtra. SLBC Bank of Maharashtra is in Pune, and through SLBC we have contacted the LDM network in the state. The LDMs have helped us map the territory to the concerned CSC or the VLE who is nearest to the bank. The concept that has been worked out is the service area concept as defined by the RBI, and each of these banks, in their service area, we work with only those banks in that service area. The SLBC initially submitted the VLEs list that we have to the LDMs. LDMs already had done the mapping. And
sorry, 2 more minutes.
2 more, I'll finish in 2 minutes. And the LDMs have already worked out and earmarked the sub-service areas. With this list, they are mapping. Our people are helping them map the nearest VLE center to the service area. And once that is through, our people, the VLEs, along with the requisite documentation, approach the link branches, go ahead, open the settlement accounts. These details are then subsequently sent to the head office for the kiosk code generation. Once the kiosk code comes, they also send in an ID and password. Parallelly, the technical team from the bank helps us implement the application at the VLE's end. It's a very simple application. There is a very thin client through which the VLE actually logs on directly to the bank server. So as far as the mechanism is concerned, the entire transaction or play is happening in bank's domain, and the security norms of the banks are being invariably being adhered to. Like I said, today, and this is what Mr. Ivan Bhuta said, there are the very basic transactions which are being done today, transactions like opening of the bank account, withdrawals, deposits, remittances, balance inquiry, etc. But going ahead, we also plan to have products like recurring deposits, remittances, fixed deposits, overdrafts, loans, Kisan cards, third-party financial products. From the bank's end, our BCs can also start acting as bank facilitators. Right now in Maharashtra, we are very strongly focused on the 12 priority districts, and the mapping exercise in almost all these districts has happened. Number of places accounts have been already opened, and we are awaiting kiosk codes from the banks which already have the solution. Today, Bank of India, State Bank of India, Dena Bank and Bank of Maharashtra, which has just rolled out its solution, are ready. So these are the banks which, with which we have started working in the first phase. Second phase, banks like Bank of Baroda, Central Bank, which will shortly come out. We are working with them also, and there we are working, we have come to a stage where we are opening off the accounts and staying put there until the application is ready. Like I said, there are about 33,197 CSC centers across the 35 districts of Maharashtra, and we have our SCAs like Spanco, CMS Computers, Reliance, Basics, and Maha-Online through the Sangram centers. Like I said, once again, our main focus is sustainability. What we are trying to bring is bring the entire bucket or basket of services to the rural client as far as possible to his doorstep, and hence we are not going to stop only at BI. Our CSCs are already offering services, the G2C services being offered through the state government mechanism, about 16 services plus the land record services. There is a host of B2 services that CSC SPV, we ourselves have launched through our portal. CSC is also a registrar, and we will evaluate and work out and make have at least 1,000 centers opened as permanent enrollment centers for UID, and offer educational and health related services through the network. Of the B2C services that we have typically going on with now the mobile and Dish TV top-up, postpaid mobile bills. In UID, going ahead, we will do the entire maintenance, so enrollment, updating, printing of Aadhaar letter, various education-related initiatives and recruitment-related initiatives would also be going on. So if you notice, these centers will not stop at FI, will do much more. Plus, there are a host of other exciting services which are in the fray. Services like, CSC has already tied up with Election Commission for voter card updates and printing, pension fund for launching of specific, rural-oriented insurance packages in pensions. Also with some insurance companies for rural insurance products, agricultural services. We've also tied up with IRCTC for bookings, PAN cards, and last but not the least, the telemedicine aspects also. We are currently trying to, we are going to do a pilot very soon in Maharashtra, in Raigad district, for teleophthalmology services. So, and this, for all these services, the CSC Academy is going to be, is going to play a very major role to bring about the development of the VLE. All in all, we want to ensure that at the end of the day, the CSC at the rural end, at the doorstep end, gets the best possible services at the best possible rates to the rural client. Thank you. I'm ready for any questions if you have.